What is good? What is good, my good YouTube people, man? We're back for another animated Chainsaw Man chapter. And I have to say, man, this chapter was a mind blower, man. It was kind of obvious, yet at the same time, not that obvious, man. But a quick recap, turns out Fam was the Death Devil this all along, and Death Devil was Fam. Who would have known, man? But it was actually a great reveal. It was a really good reveal. We haven't seen a reveal this big since Machina is the Control Devil. Like, oh man, that was just a fantastic idea. Like, it's one of those goosebump moments. Like the last moment I think I felt like that is when they were setting up Yoro. Like, it will take a war to bring this thing down. But now with this new reveal leads us to new insight. Like, things that seem questionable in the past now are more brought to light. For example, like, why did the Fam and Damo summon the guillotine? Like, that didn't make sense. But now we know it's really the Death Devil. How come this far the Famine Devil, which I don't know who's fear of starving to death. Shout out Africa. Yo, oh man, I was in bad taste. Africa's still starving? Yeah, let me stop. But yeah. But yeah, like yeah, how come this devil who like pretty much everyone in like the first world seems to have no problem with, like, can summon primordial fears? Now we know it's a Death Devil. Everything's coming together now. This also explains how she was able to bring Yuko back to life. And we all thought she was a Death Devil back then too, until Yoro said that she didn't know her, and then she said that's her sister, the Famine Devil. Now, this brings to light many questions. Does Yura know? It most likely pointed to yes, Yura does know, because when they were at the amusement park, Yura was very distraught and very concerned to separate Asa from Death Devil. And from what little bit we see of the actual Fam and Devil, the real Fam, who I'll be calling a real Fam from now on, it's not that impressive. Like, she doesn't seem to be doing half the stuff that Death Fam can do. And when they were separated, Death Fam was nowhere to be in sight, but Yoro too. For all we know, Yoro and Death Fam could actually have a contract brewing together or working together. And there's more reasons to prove that Yura knows, because like back when they were in the Free Denji prison arc, Yura asked Death Fam if she was able to do an ability, in which she gave her a look, in which Yura says, okay, I understand. Which implies that she knows what she can do, which would make sense. They're sisters. So it most likely points to the side of Yura knowing the identity of Death Fam. And it marks the first time I think Yura has actually lied to Asa, at least in my opinion. Like, from what I've been keeping track of, I've been keeping track of this. I've been trying to keep track of this for a while. This, I think, is the first time Yura's ever lied to Asa. We finally got it. But it brings to the question, like, how come Naita didn't know? Like, Naita never called her Fam, nor did she ever confirm her identity. But she never denied it or draw an eyebrow to it, because Naita does know about the Nostradamus prophecy, but she never questioned, like, wait, aren't you the one that's going to start the prophecy? Why would you want to stop something you're going to do? Which brings us to the point of, what is Fam's actual motivation? I kind of break it down into two parts. It depends on the timing of which we had the big reveal of the last chapter, to which she took out all her organs. I see people theorizing that it was a recent reaction, because there's like a little panel where she tells us that, like, she craps a lot, and I'm like, how you shit with no organs? Like, but yeah, like that there, it could be a very recent recurrence where she released her organs, because like it kind of implies that, like, when she takes out all of her organs, like, I think that's her, like, ready to start a prophecy, because like I have a minor theory that, like, all of the, like, the demons she summons are literally like part of her body, and like a piece of her organs, I actually believe she put one piece of her organs in Denji. That's when we go back to the scene with the Denji prison arc, she says elbow, but it could possibly be like one of her organs. She could have placed it right there. Like, when she summons the demons, like the gallows and falling, they look like weird objects, like not human organs, obviously. But where did she get these, and where did she come from? Are these like items she can just summon? Or presumably these are things that are part of her, because the guillotine, I would say, is synopsis with death. Falling It's not scary. It's when you hit the floor. And I believe aging might actually be one of those too. That's why these guys are out there roaming the world. Just like Yura and Gun and Tank, they were part of her children, but this time they're literally part of her and part of her body. So Yura can use them to make hands, so can Fam use them for her organs. Excuse me, Dead Fam. And that's one of my theories, at least. I say but I say like all the organ stuff matters because like with the organs, she's kind of like a hollow shell. Pretty much like the only pleasure she can get from is eating and like maybe talking to people. So she really wanted to stop the prophecy from happening. So that's her main motivation, wanting to stop the prophecy. But she feels like there's no one either strong enough to do it, or there's still other things she has to be done. Because I don't know, like it kind of feels like she literally is the greatest resistance and the greatest threat at the same time. She was helping public safety a little bit. She was helping the Church of Chainsaw Man, the Justice Devil. Like she was putting all these resistances, helping Asa and Denji with the Chainsaw Man virus and the war going around the world because of her gravitational summoning Falling Devil and lack of resources. So it seemed like she was the powering force for against her, yet at the same time the main power force for her. So with this one chapter alone, it's kind of hard to get a full take on her. I do think that either she put that the summoned devil she could summon are part of her, like her part of her organs possibly, or something else. And I do think she put an organ within Neji. I'm gonna till this day push that elbow thing to the day I die, because like it was such a big little small moment that I feel like we have to pay attention to. And now that we shift into Fam being the true devil, which I've always warned about, I was like, man, three chapters in a row, we gotta watch out for Fam. Don't stop thinking about Fam. I know she's goofy, but remember, she's Fam. Excuse me, Dead Fam I'm talking about here. It's a little vindicated, but at the same time, I couldn't predict that she was the Dead Devil. And it was so obvious. We should have saw it coming. But I didn't get it right, man. But with that, guys, I like to end it here, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's been B3. And stay animated. Also, chapter next week, man. Fujimoto, keep pushing, keep pushing.
Chainsaw!